What if someone told you exactly who to look for and who to look at if anything ever happened to them and nothing was done about it? Because it is October, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, I am continuing my series about the names behind the headlines. The victims of domestic violence whose voices have been silenced, but whose stories still deserve to be told. My hope is to honor them, to educate, and to help others recognize the patterns of abuse before it's too late. This is the story of Becky Bliefnick, a mother, a nurse, and a friend who saw the danger long before her life was taken. Becky was 41 years old, an emergency room nurse in Quincy, Illinois, and a mother of 3 boys. To the outside world, she looked like she had it all: family, career, community. But inside her marriage to Tim Bliefnick, the foundation was cracking. By 2021, Tim had filed for divorce. What followed was 2 years of escalating tension, control, and fear. The danger didn't start with the divorce. It started years earlier inside their marriage. Tim showed controlling behavior with Becky wanting to return to her nursing career. Instead of supporting her independence, he resisted. Control is one of the earliest red flags in an abusive relationship. Becky confided in friends that Tim was often verbally cruel and emotionally unpredictable. He would lash out, leaving her walking on eggshells, which can resonate with so many. She also feared his uninvited access to her home. Even while they were married, she felt he crossed boundaries, coming into her space without regard for her comfort or consent. And perhaps the most haunting sign of all, Becky openly told her sister and close friends, "If anything ever happens to me, Tim is the one you should look at." These were not isolated incidents. They were a pattern of control, intimidation, and fear, warning signs that a relationship was not just in trouble, but dangerous. Some of you might recognize him as the Family Feud husband.
What's the biggest mistake you made at your wedding?
Honey, I love you, but said I do. Not my mistake. Not my mistake. I love my wife.
And what might seem like an innocent joke to some people, those of us that have lived this see it very differently. That's humiliating. But he was only joking. Joking does not come at the expense of someone that you supposedly love. And it doesn't humiliate or embarrass. When the marriage ended, the danger escalated. Tim became more obsessive. Abuse had shifted from control behind closed doors to calculated stalking and planning. On February 23, 2023, Becky was found in her home. She'd been shot 14 times. Evidence all pointed back to Tim. Becky's story is heartbreaking, but it's also warning. These are the signs we cannot afford to dismiss. A partner who makes you feel fear instead of safety, controlling your independence or career, entering your home or space without permission, refusing to return or give up weapons, verbal cruelty, unpredictability, emotional abuse, stalking, surveilling, or obsessive monitoring. At one point, she requested an order of protection, but was denied. It was a gut feeling or direct words, but she knew she wasn't safe. But people weren't listening. When someone says they're afraid, believe them. When someone says, "If anything happens to me, this is who to look at," take it seriously. Becky Bliefnick should still be here today. She saw the danger, she asked for help, and she told the truth to us about her abuser. Her voice must be the one we carry forward to protect others before it's too late. Even though this is a very condensed version, my point of this series is to keep their faces out there, keep their names out there, keep their stories out there, but it's to let you know that this does happen, and this is why I take narcissistic abuse so seriously. If you or someone you know is in danger, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE or reach out for help. There are options because silence does not save lives. Action can.